So all of you should be aware that we are streaming live on YouTube, but it is a private link. So not everybody will have access to it. I just want to make sure that it is recorded and I can easily distribute the link to any students who could not be here this evening. So what's happening next week? You, the lovely students of TSACs, are going to be virtually speed dating with multiple companies over the course of, oh, more people, sorry. Over the course of Monday and Wednesday, and then on Tuesday and Thursday, you will have your educational seminars, and on Friday we'll close out. So that is the overview. Let me give you the details. Let me see if I can actually change a slide. That would be helpful. There we go. So you know which category you kind of fall into in the realm of all of this information. We have 11 graduating seniors in architecture, 12 fourth-year seniors, although I feel like that's more. 8 third-year juniors, 13 second-year sophomores, 17 freshmen. For construction science, we have 36 graduating seniors, 23 third-year juniors, and 10 second-year sophomores, 3 first-year freshmen. Why is this important? What the reality of it is, we have a lot of companies coming, about 25 signed up next week. Every student is not going to get to see every company based on the way that we have things set up. However, you will be scheduled for time slots to meet with the different companies here, and that will allow for a steady stream of students to be seeing a steady stream of companies. So just because I have particular companies on certain days doesn't necessarily mean that they will only be here on this day. But say, for instance, you as a student got a spreadsheet that looks very similar to this, you know who you're going to meet with on what day at what time. So from 9 to 12 o'clock, you're going to be doing what is very similar to speed dating sessions with the various firms and construction companies that will be here to exhibit. They will give you a brief spiel about their company. There may be more than one representative in the room. You'll have assigned breakout rooms. There may be more than one representative in the room. Some companies have requested to see one student at a time. Some companies have requested to see multiple students at a time. But the idea is that you are going to go in with your resume and or your portfolio and present yourself professionally, meaning you're going to be dressed as if you were going to an interview with a nice shirt, hair neat, teeth clean, all of that, no crust in your eye. Your videos need to be on because their videos will be on, so be prepared to be on camera. Make sure that you have good lighting. Yesterday I was in a presentation and one of the gentlemen said that if you're an arm's length away from your computer, then that is a good positioning for people to see like the upper height of your shoulders and your face. So all of those things considered, what's going to happen is when you sign into the Zoom at 9 o'clock, please be on time and or early. Somebody's in the chat room. Check spelling for Moody Nolan. Thank you. No D. Thank you, Mr. Fluke. Appreciate it. I always put a D on the end. You will come into the assigned Zoom virtual room. It'll be the same link for all weeks, so there will be no confusion. Now, keep in mind, if you're on the university's campus and you don't have a stable Wi-Fi connection, you want to see if you can possibly get to a, what is it called? the cord that you can plug into the side of your computer that provides you internet. I can't think of the word right now.
Ethernet cord.
The Ethernet cord. Thank you for that was. I appreciate you so much. So if you can get an Ethernet connection to log in, that'll be great because you'll have a more stable connection, because today, when I was in class with some of the students, a lot of them were getting kicked out, and we don't want to have that happen. I'm going to assume that the professionals that will be there will have stable internet connections, because I didn't have any problems with them on the informational session yesterday. There will be, as of right now, 2 hosts alternating the Zoom, myself and Mr. Daniels. If another faculty would like to help, that'll be great. So when you come in to the main Zoom room, there will be breakout rooms with the name of the company in it. If the company has multiple breakout rooms, then you will already know ahead of time. You'll receive a schedule that says, all right, I'm supposed to be at SOM 1 or SOM 2 at 9 o'clock, and at 9:20, I'm supposed to be at BEC 1. So all of you will have a schedule if you have registered. So that's the most important thing, is that I need the students to register. My seniors, some of the companies are requesting that you submit portfolios and resumes ahead of time. So if you can email me PDF copies of your portfolios and resumes, then I can send it to the companies that are requesting those things ahead of time. And I mean 4th and 5th year seniors. Construction science majors, if you are graduating summer, fall, spring, but you are a senior, I still need your resumes. Please, 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 please have someone read it, check it before you send it to me, because I'm not going to proofread. I promise you, if there is a glaring error, then I will probably look at it and let you know, but more than likely, I'm going to click and drag the information into a folder and say, send it off to the person, because I really wish I had the time to go over resumes, but I do not. So please have someone proofread ahead of time, because you don't want a mistake on the resume like I had on the screen that said Moody Noland with the D, okay? Okay, thank you, Mr. Fluker. Yes, I'm trying to convince Dr. Wow. Professor Swanali is here, awesome, so perhaps she can help out as well. So that is what's happening in that regard. So let me give you, well, let's go over the schedule, and then I'll make a note of the O that I just thought about. So this is the week's schedule. The seminars are still being scheduled simply because the companies are registering at the last minute, and some of them have just decided that, they're going to present. Either way, you will receive a finished schedule before Monday. My goal is to get it out by Friday. I'm going to do my best. All right. So Monday, the exhibition from 9 to 12, remember, those are the 20-minute slots where you'll be meeting with your assigned firm and/or construction company and wowing them with your presence. The idea of this first meeting is similar to that of you walking up to a booth in Wilcox C or Wilcox A and introducing yourself and letting these people know who you are and allowing them to get an idea of your personality and your goals, so that they can build a rapport with you and you can become familiar with them and decide whether or not this may or may not be a place that I want to be for a summer or for a co-op or whatever, right? So then following that is the open forum. And I made a mistake here. From 12 to 1 on all days, with the exception of Friday, that will be open forum time. There will be no seminars during 12 to 1 on Tuesday and Thursday. So just keep that in mind. That's a mistake, but on your final schedules, you will get the correct version. All right. So exhibition from 9 to 12, 12 to 1, open forum. This is very important. So like I said, because there are a certain amount of students and a certain amount of companies, you may not get to see all 25 companies who are going to be present. You may not want to see all 25 companies that are going to be present. But what I will do is get you out a list of companies, and you can send me back the top like 6 companies that you're interested in seeing, or the top 5 companies, because we have enough time slots between 9 and 12 for you to see 8 companies on Monday and 8 companies on Wednesday. And we'll make sure that, you know, you're not seeing the same companies twice, of course, unless they want to see you. So that 9 to 12 situation is very important, that whatever schedule you get, you maintain that schedule, that you're there on time. When you're in the breakout rooms, you will receive a countdown saying, you know, your time is almost up, and then you'll move on to the next session with the next company. During the open forum, which is kind of our BYOL, bring your own lunch, networking time, all of the companies will be in the general Zoom room. You will be in the general Zoom room. All of the company reps on their like name label, like, you know how you log into Zoom and it tells you to put your name in? They will have, for instance, it'll say Terry Otis, Beck Group. And so you will know that it's not just some random person. This particular person is associated with this firm, and you may not be scheduled to talk to Beck Group that day. So now it is up to you to introduce yourself in the chat box and say, hello, my name is Trenton Scott. I've heard a lot about your company. I don't have a session scheduled with you today. However, I would like to talk to you about blah, 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 blah. Of course, Trent's voice is much deeper than that, but you get the picture. So that is the general idea for the open forum, is that you, the student, are taking it upon yourself to introduce yourself to different representatives from firms and companies that you're interested in, but you may not have a scheduled speed dating session with. Following the open forum, then you will have one-on-ones or interviews with companies who are interested in you. Now, the companies have opted to do one of 2 things. Either after 1 o'clock, between 1 and 3, they're going to do more speed dating and just kind of meet and greet more students, or they're going to come up with a list of students that they want to meet again, and they're going to meet with those students again. So they are specifying exactly what it is that they want to do in that situation. From 4 to 5, there may be some like company presentations and meet and greets. Like I said, the companies themselves are still confirming exactly what they want to do and what they want to present. But does anybody have any questions about what is happening on Monday and Wednesday?
I have a quick question. So
Of course,
on the schedule that you have, you said interviews on Monday and Wednesday. So
yes.
Are these going to be continued interviews on Wednesday, or it's going to be a whole different set of firm on Wednesday?
You will get a different set of firms on Wednesday.
Okay.
So if you had, let's see, let me go back a few slides.
Professor Amma.
Yes, ma'am.
Greetings. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just wondering, because I have a class in few minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
So I was wondering if you have any specific question for me. I know at certain point you and I talked about doing some presentation.
Yes.
So if you are, or we can actually talk off screen as well. So I was wondering if you need anything from me urgently, because I might log off in a few minutes.
Not urgently. I may need you next week to kind of supervise the Zoom. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to go about making people multiple hosts, just so we can kind of change out like myself, Mr. Daniels, Mr. Fluker. But Mr. Daniels said we're going to try and do a run through of that to see if that's even possible. But I'll call you after, what time is your class over?
Mine is 5:30 to till 7, but you know, I might be done around 6:40-ish today.
Okay, so I'll give
But
you a
if
call.
you call me after, how would you call me after around 8:30? So I'll be done with dinner and everything.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Sonali.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Woodza, to follow up with your question, if you had all of these people on Monday and then, you know, you made some really good progress and then the afternoon you got some interviews and all of these wonderful things happen, then on Wednesday, you'll get a whole new set of people. Unless, of course, a company, you know, insist upon seeing you again, and then we'll make that happen. We're kind of catering to them because they are paying to see you. All right, I got another question.
I have another question. Hello?
Okay, yes, I read your message, Mr. Fluker, and I'll get back to you about that. Go ahead, what's up?
Okay, so like, is there like a slot on the schedule where companies will have the time to reach out to students, or would that be like on their own?
That will be happening, so that time will be between 1 and 3 o'clock, possibly 1 and 4, depending upon how long the companies are staying on Monday and Wednesday.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions? All right, let's go back to the general schedule. So everybody understands that when you sign into the Zoom, you'll have me there, like live me, not picture of me, and or Mr. Daniels or Mr. Fluker, and you'll go ahead and join the whatever breakout room you're assigned to meet with that particular company. And then I'm just reiterating for those of you who just came in during the open forum session, you will have the opportunity to approach companies that you did not get an opportunity to talk to between 9 and 12 on Monday and Wednesday. We may have additional companies on Friday. I'm just waiting for them to confirm. So you will know before Monday all of who will be there. I will send you a list of companies and you will give me your top 5 or 6, and I will try to link you up with those companies. Some of the companies are targeting seniors specifically, but I do not discourage juniors and second years and first years to apply. What we may do is pair up some of the younger students with the older students in the kind of meet and greet sessions if there are multiple representatives coming. And that way you can get some familiarity with the firm and build a rapport with them so that next year, when it's time for you to interview for a position, they will already know your face and be familiar with your work and your personality and work ethic. Okay, got a question in the chat. When would you like resumes and portfolios emailed to you? If you can send me those, so on Saturday, you have a portfolio session with HKS. Alana Hosey is going to be doing portfolio workshop / review. AIS is also holding a portfolio workshop tomorrow evening. So if you can get it to me like Sunday morning, that would be great. And this is specifically really for my seniors, especially my graduating seniors. And I've gotten a specific note from HKS that if you are interested in interiors, shoot me an email or a text. Send me a text so I can put your name down, because everybody's kind of getting lost in my email right now. Okay, all right, so let's talk a little bit about these charrettes and what's happening with NOMAS and Black Girls Draw, because I want y'all to be involved and participate. So we're still using the same link. You're still logging into the same Zoom. I know this seems like a very long day. It kind of is, but your classes are canceled. I know some of you have to work. So if there's going to be a discrepancy with your schedule and you're not going to be able to get time off to do the 9 to 12 thing, please let me know, because then it'll be imperative for you to get to the open forum seminar, because that's when you can approach companies on your own and say, blah, 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 XYZ, hello, my name is whatever, okay? That's your opportunity to shine, just in case for some reason 9 to 12 is absolutely positively not going to work for you. But I want you to keep in mind that if you do not have an internship with a firm, like an actual architecture construction firm, and this is just kind of like a hustle that you're trying to make some coin with right now, I know you need your money. However, this is your career. So priorities, just let your boss know, like, there's a special event going on at school that is mandatory for me to attend. I'm going to have to miss this block of time on Monday and Wednesday. I can make up the time. I don't know how things go in that realm, but try, take a sick day. What else is happening? Okay, so the charrettes. 2 charrettes are happening. The NOMAS competition charrette, which that will be out of Detroit this year. It's 50th anniversary. They're proposing a hybrid type conference, but that's beside the point. Anyway, that project will be introduced to you that night. I'm hoping that Gabrielle Riley will be available to participate with that. Otherwise, we will have some firm reps dropping in to give us some feedback. We will be utilizing Concept Board. So if you are looking to participate in NOMAS and you do not have a Concept Board account set up already, please email me so I can send you an invitation, because it just works a lot easier if you have an invite ahead of time. And then the Greenwood Village charrette is part of the current Third Year Studios project. Mr. Fluker, myself, Mr. Daniels, and I will be working on that. That is also part of a competition that we are involved in, a national HBCU competition that we are involved in with Gensler. So if for some reason, I'm not sure if Gensler is displaying or not, but if you want to just build a rapport with some people from Gensler, come get involved in that. Or you can drop into my studio at some point, all right? Outside of that, so that will be Wednesday, that will start the charrettes. Then Thursday, y'all know how we do, y'all, it'll be your responsibility to do whatever charrette assignments you have, and then your charrette presentations will be on Friday at 12. Classes are canceled, so please make good use of that time, because there will be firm professionals there trying to see how you work and how you problem solve. Then from 1 to 2 on Friday, we have our alumni panel. Keynote address is going to be given by Gregory Ford from DPR. Most of you know him, brown skinned dude with the glasses, comes every year. He was a classmate of Mr. Daniels, so he's a very supportive alum. And then we'll have our closing remarks and thank yous, and that will be the end of a very busy but very successful week. Do we have any questions? Nope, y'all sure?
A quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any like 15 minutes to like 30-minute break in between? Is
Talking?
that, yeah,
So, nope.
break in between?
I probably should have planned for that, right? So I was trying to get y'all in. So what I can do is, if this is what you want, students, I can set it up so that you will get a break. The companies will not, so they'll continue interviewing students, but
Not
you will get a break. Hmm?
like the interviews, I think it's fine, but I think like there should be a break between like 12 and 1 or 1 and 2. Well, 12 and 1. I think like there should be a break in between that.
The issue is kind of like that dead air or dead space. Keep in mind that a lot of the firms are on different time zones and on different schedules, so they might be switching out representatives. So that's why I'm saying if we can put a break in the student schedule, like, all right, you might have interviews from 9:20 to 10:20, then at 10:20 you got a break, and then at 10:40 you start back up again. You see what I'm saying? So you'll have a 20-minute break, but they won't necessarily.
Okay.
Because they have multiple people coming in. Some of them will only be there for a day. Second years are also meant to send our portfolios and resumes to you via email as well as the seniors, correct? Or are we just meant to have them available during the actual forum? If for some reason you need me to look at your portfolios and resumes, well, I'm not going to look at your resume. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I'm not going to proofread resumes. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just I'm bad at proofreading. But your portfolios, you can definitely send in to me for feedback. I haven't had any companies specifically request second year portfolios just yet, but you definitely need to have them. Does that answer your question, Journey? We'll discuss that as well. Okay, thank you. I've been trying, y'all, to get an alumni rep to read over portfolios for y'all, and nobody has confirmed with me. So I apologize for that because I wanted you to have a whole portfolio workshop. But what we may be able to do is ask HKS if they will have somebody available to do so. Otherwise, I will hit up some alumni from Beck Group again to see if they are willing to do that on the weekend, over the weekend. They can give to professors. Yes, I will request that from Dean Bell. Stephanie, please send me an email to remind me about that, or a text or something, because I promise you as soon as I sign off of here and start eating dinner, then my brain will go blank. Thank you. Any other questions, comments, thoughts? So my goal is tonight to type up the different, like send you a sheet with the firms that will be here and on what days they will be here. Although all of them haven't confirmed what days they're going to be here. Y'all are doing a great job. Thank you for attending. Thank you for preparing yourselves. I just ask that you show up on time and be available for your slots. Smile, be personable. And if y'all have any questions or problems, hit me up. And the group chat's probably the best way to reach me because, like I said, I'm getting so many emails and it's kind of getting lost in the fray. All right. If there's no more questions, thank you for attending this situation. I will have this link sent out to the architecture and CSM student body so that you will have it for your consumption or to pass on to your other classmates. Yes, we got about 19 student participants, so this is good. Anybody got any questions? Everybody understands what's happening next week with the kind of speed dating situations and all of that? We're good?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Happy New Year for those of you I have not seen, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Adios. Buenos noches. Good night.